Welcome back to RPG Familiars Rolling with Reddit. I'm joined here once again by Emma and Christabel, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome back.
We have two trauma-inducing stories, I'm sure.
Oh, great.
Oh, come on.
Do you guys want to hear the story by Good Raspberry 5557, or do you want to hear the story by Penny Intro Quarters?
I love raspberries, so I vote that one.
I heard that they were good raspberries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard that there's 5,557 of them, so
That's like how many I eat in a day.
in a year maybe.
No, like every day. Like every single day.
Do you count the little like beads, the little seeds of the raspberry, like as one raspberry?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there might be an issue with Good Raspberry being a little too good because the title of the story reads, "Rolled good for one session, now I'm nerfed."
Oh no.
Been there, buddy. Been there.
Have you?
Yes.
Oh.
My life. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm too good at D&D.
God nerfed me
Got
for
cancer.
a reason.
God damn it. So,
Okay. God damn,
jumped immediately to cancer.
I was going for the meme. Emma's just like, yeah, stage 4.
That's what you deserve.
I cast stage 4.
You rolled. The story reads, playing a homebrew game and my DM let our party do a no limit point buy. That is fucking ridiculous.
Explain what that means for the
For those of
noobs
you
in the crowd.
who don't know what a no limit point buy is you pick your stats pretty much. Point buy systems work by you're assigned a number. So say for example, if your number was like 27, you can like have an 8 in this stat and you gain a 28th point for your score. But the higher you go, your score will then be decreasing. So it's designed in a way where you can't have crazy stats and you can like assign your ability scores appropriately. It's what you do at the very beginning of Baldur's Gate 3, for example, how you can move things up and down.
Yeah.
To have a no limit, I assume that just means you choose whatever the fuck you want
Right.
to have your scores set as. So a lot of trust in there.
Yeah.
They go on to say, still set a number of points, but no cap to what you can put the stat at. So ignore everything I just said, because point buy
But now
typically,
we kind of know what that means.
yeah. Point buy often caps you at like you can't go higher than an 18. So I guess in this instance, they're saying you can go to 19 and 20 if you have the points for it.
Gotcha.
So ignore what I said originally. So if you want a +5, you can have it, but you'll have multiple negatives in other stats, is how they explain it. On our first session, I rolled stupidly well for a few rolls that we did that night. Probably averaged about 17 on all of my rolls.
That is really good.
That's fucking crazy.
Must have been Misty Mountain Gaming Dice.
Must have been Misty Mountain Gaming Dice. You know, but it's a real crime though if they didn't use promo code RPG Familiar because they didn't save 10% off their entire order.
That's a shame.
That's too bad.
Crying shame.
And although other people also did stat dumps, the DM decided my character needed nerfed. I'm playing a rogue. That's already... To roll really good as a rogue,
Yeah.
you also have expertise and you have like other skill proficiencies. So like you're supposed to roll high as a rogue. I'm sorry, you're just going to have crazy numbers sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm playing a rogue with a monster type of a race. So he implemented a hunger mechanic. So if I don't feed off of living people every day, I get disadvantage on every check and save that I do that I have to do with dex. That's your rogue's main fucking ability.
Yeah. God.
Which goes without saying as a rogue makes me completely useless.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
That sucks.
That is wild. Eventually, had to barter with the DM to at least let me keep my stealth roll as a flat roll so I could sneak away and get rid of the hunger. At the cost of whenever I'm afflicted, he gets to roll an extra damage die whenever I get hit. That's a fucking... That's some Rumpelstiltskin fucking shit.
That's a little extreme.
That's not a fair deal.
Like, hey, you get to do whatever you want. Oh, That's too broken. I hadn't considered this.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is the primest example of GM get good. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There's also a system where we're being watched by otherworldly beings. So if we do evil acts, like, feeding on people, the beings will punish us for not being the good heroes that they want us to be.
Oh, Jesus.
This system of being punished for not being good was also implemented after our first session and was never brought up when we were making our characters. So another player and myself, who made slightly evil aligned characters, are basically getting bashed because the DM suddenly didn't like it after being very encouraging of our choices when making the characters.
Yeah.
I love my character and I want to continue playing with him, but to say the least, I'm slightly annoyed.
I would be too.
I'd be very annoyed.
Yeah.
I'd be high-key annoyed.
Yeah, I would not just be...
I'd stop
yeah.
the campaign right there and just be like, hey, yo, no.
Yeah.
Like,
Like, I'm not having fun with this.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point, I would be asking, are there evil, otherworldly beings that could encourage me to be bad, to counteract the good ones, or I don't know.
You're forcing them to be bad and then punishing them for being bad.
Yeah,
It makes no sense.
I get the idea of wanting to have your player characters have a moral dilemma. I hate to use Baldur's Gate as such an example, but everybody in Baldur's Gate has fucking something that's wrong with them. And it makes for an interesting story, but they're not being punished for playing how they need to play.
Yeah.
We have a couple of top comments here. We have one by Comfortable Gate 448. And it's actually a very short top comment. It says, I think you really should leave a table that invents mechanics just to punish players either way.
Yes.
That's what I said.
Definitely.
Yep. And that has a whole thread on it, which I'm not going to get into. The next top comment after that is, why do you want to play this game again since your DM hates you? That comment is by Consistent Winter 67.
Yeah.
Valid
Tell
point.
it like it is.
Everyone no bullshit. Just hey, stop it. Get some help.
Yeah. Just find another DM, just replace the DM. Just as no, we found another DM that controls you, and so if you do bad, he'll punish you.
Yeah, he's actually Bob. He's out in the parking lot and he wants to speak with you.
I hired this guy. He's outside ready to hit you with a baseball bat.
But don't worry.
If you approach your car.
He
So
casts-
It's a baseball bat, so it's only 1d4 damage because it's basing off of a club.
Yeah.
But he has a skill. It's called backwards kneecaps. So watch out.
The next story that we have here by the way, it's Penny into quarters, not Penny intro quarters, so I apologize, Penny. Please don't come beat me up with a bat in the parking lot. Title reading, DM kills 2 of my characters and calls me a slur.
Oh.
If the first 2
Yeah.
if the first 2 weren't bad enough.
I think this guy hates me.
I think all of these people are bitter and angry and
I chose a bad
are
DM
just hurting their
theming here.
players
Yeah.
for no reason.
The story reads, not entirely sure if this is a horror story because of me or the other players, but for context, I was playing in a 5e game in high school. Important people in the story are me, a closeted trans person playing a human fighter, and later a changeling warlock, DM, who is the DM, and some other non-human party members. In previous campaigns held by this group,
11.
Yeah.
there was a lot of PvP and loot goblin shenanigans. So I figured playing an agnostic party member that would grow during the campaign wouldn't be too bad. So I rolled up a mildly racist fighter human. She grew on our orc party member, but Tiefling never gave a reason to trust her in the game. So I guess to summarize what that was, because my brain had an aneurysm while I was reading it, made a D&D racist character and then began to grow attached to the orc player.
Yes.
My character continues to not trust the tiefling. Later on, DM vaporizes my character with an adult black dragon while we, the party, are level 3.
What?
Come to find out from someone else in our group, DM intentionally killed my character because she was a problem.
Oh.
OP goes on to say, okay, that's fine. I figured, so I rolled up a new character. A little silly changeling warlock who gets up to shenanigans. You know, little shit bag. Yeah, I like it. With some of the other characters in the party, such as attempting to start a logging business with our Goliath party member.
That's great.
When I told DM that said changeling uses a female persona, I got heckled by the DM with him asking if it was an insert slur for trans people repeatedly.
Oh.
This is high school,
Yeah.
but still not fucking great. And also, if you're in high school, you should probably know better. Afterwards, DM began to get annoyed by my character shenanigans, and instead of talking to me about it, the DM had a trap in a dungeon absolutely crush my changeling with a rock. No death saves, nothing.
Yikes.
Just instant death. And mind you, this entire year-long campaign, my characters are the only ones who died. I thought the first death was fine, and even ended comedically when the orc kept my fighter's remains in a jar.
Aw.
But it just became frustrating ultimately.
Yeah.
The campaign fell apart shortly after since school was moved in 2020 for obvious reasons. But I'd just like to know, was I the problem player?
I don't think so.
I don't either.
In my opinion, like, you made a racist character, but with the intent of them like growing and evolving over time and learning the error of their ways, which I don't think is like a bad thing.
No.
I think if the DM was uncomfortable with that, they should have said something instead of just killing you.
Yeah.
It boils down to talking, communicating, and not being a prick. It's also high school,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
like that's also just signaling out a person, and then using slurs is just like, hey yo man, chill.
Yeah.
Also, like if no one else like helped you out there, dude, you need other friends, because like
Yeah.
that's like, you know,
Yeah.
don't laugh it off because it hurts. It's gonna hurt. Just talk to someone and then like confront, you know, just
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
Went from like, hey, Cristobal, you're supposed to be here for comedic stuff, and now it's Cristobal therapy. But
Don't
yeah.
you love that you joined us here for Rolling with Reddit 2 weeks in a row?
Aren't these so
Oh my
fun?
God.
Aren't you enjoying it?
Dude,
There's a word here from the Randy Horny Demon.
Is it a slur?
Randy Horny Demon.
Random
Ooh la
horny
la.
demon.
Random?
Don't give this demon a name. The random horny demon, Gerald the random horny demon,
Hell yeah.
says, nah, sounds like the DM is a dick. If your first character was such a problem, he should have talked to you about it instead of just nuking them.
Yeah.
And then throwing slurs at you because of the pronouns of your changeling character uses in a fantasy game of make-believe, in what seems to be intentionally targeting a character again, 100% a DM problem.
Yes.
Well worded.
Should have gotten a new DM immediately.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Throw that one in the trash. Start fresh.
And then we have another top comment here from Bimbarian.
Bimbarian. Like,
Bim-
like bimbo.
Yeah.
Bimbo barbarian.
You know, that's my kind of character, so I like that.
Well,
No, you weren't the problem player. The DM definitely was. Choosing to play a racist character is a bit iffy because other players might not want to deal with that, but the way the DM dealt with it is definitely not okay. And the way he treated you playing a female character was well beyond the line. I'd have been out at the first trans slur. Playing a different gendered character should be fine, it's role-playing, but also you don't use that kind of language unless you're already immersed in a bigoted scene.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very true.
Yep. Did you just unrope that?
That was that one.
Emma, why did you
It was caught on camera earlier. You missed it. He's fixing it for me. Or trying to.
It's fucked. It's never gonna be open again.
There's definitely a way to fix it. It's just that I'm not going to right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to this Rolling with Reddit. I'm gonna go put the children to bed. And we'll see you all next week
Wait.
for more.
Do you succeed at that? No.
Can I roll against you? Can I have a rollies?
That is your roll.
Is that my roll?
I took away your character's
No,
abilities.
we have to roll against each other. Oh god.
Your character died in the epilogue.
Here,
Deal
try
with it.
again.
Oh god, stop it.
Here you go.
You rolled a 5. I rolled a 3. Fuck.
Nice.
See you guys next week. I'm done. I'm tired of this.